Hi everyone! In this video, you can see how to write a Band 9. You'll see the techniques and thought processes which you need to get a higher IELTS writing score. In the first video, I shared with you about the general process of writing Task 1 and how to apply it into each type of chart or graph. If you have not yet seen this clip, click the link in the description. So the second video will show you how to analyze the data for the second type, table. Remember to follow 3 steps that I mentioned before in the first video for the line graph. Step 1. Read the topic carefully and identify important information. Take a closer look at the table you can see on the first column. It provides the name of 6 countries, and the data for each country will include date open, kilometers, and number of passengers. With the table, you need to determine what kind of information should be analyzed because you don't need to use all the figures given on the table unless necessary. However, with the above table, I will summarize all cities because it doesn't contain much data. Step 2. Follow the given structure as I mentioned. The outline will include 3 parts: the introduction, the body paragraph, and the conclusion. However, to Task 1, the conclusion is optional, so you can normally ignore it and finish the essay with only the first 2 parts. The first part is an introduction, paraphrasing the provided question in your own language in 1 sentence. The second part is the body paragraph. The first paragraph is for an overview of common trend or similarities of cities shown in the table. The second and third paragraph are the main features with detailed figures. So normally you will have a total of 4 paragraphs with a length of 7 or 8 sentences. Now let's analyze the table to get the Band 9 answer. The table below gives information about the underground railway systems in 6 cities. Part 1. Introduction. We can paraphrase the questions with some words mentioned in the first clip. If you have not seen this clip yet, click the link in the description. Here is the change. The table shows data about underground rail networks in 6 major cities. Paraphrase. Gives information. Shows data. Railway systems. Rail networks. Cities. Major cities. Explanation. For a specific type of graph like the table, we still keep the word table without changing. Next, I use shows data instead of give information. You can rewrite with some similar phrases like provide information, data, figure, and so on. Then for transportation, you should know some words like systems, networks, facilities for paraphrasing. For the cities, besides giving detail of cities like major, you can also name all cities if you want. Part 2. Body graph. Graph 1. Overview. Paraphrase. Cities. 6 networks. Date opened. Age. Kilometers. Size. Passengers. Number of people who use. London, Paris, and Tokyo. Oldest underground. Washington, D.C., Kyoto, and Los Angeles. Newer systems. Explanation. At first, we will transfer information given on the table into the sentence so that the examiner can understand just by looking at the first sentence as below. The table compares the 6 networks in terms of their age, size, and the number of people who use them each year. Then we can notice that London, Paris, and Tokyo are the oldest, largest, and have the most number of users, while the rest of the cities are opposing, so we can compare like, it is clear that the 3 oldest underground systems are larger and serve significantly more passengers than the newer systems. Because the old networks have similarities and the new systems have different data, so we divide graph 2 for the old and graph 3 for the new. Graph 2, main feature, the old railway systems. Paraphrase. The largest, the second largest, half the size of the third of in terms of size. Passengers, railway users, commuters. Serves more people, the most used underground system network. Explanation. For the old system, we will analyze city in order like in the table. I will use ordering phrases to make the sentences clearer. Start with the largest, the second largest, and third in terms of size. Next, you should diversify your use of language to describe. It will help you to raise the score. For example, to describe people using the railway, you can choose from those words passengers, railway users, commuters, or verbs like serves more people, the most used to compare. Here is graph 2. The London Underground is the oldest system, having opened in 1863. It is also the largest system, with 394 kilometers of route. The second largest system in Paris is only about half the size of the London Underground, with 199 kilometers of route. However, it serves more people per year. While only a third in terms of size, the Tokyo system is easily the most used, with 1,927 million passengers per year. Graph 3. Main feature, the new railway system. Paraphrase. Of the 3 newer networks, largest, the most extensive, compared to, while. Explanation. For the new system, we also analyze cities in order, like in the table, but adding the comparison among 3 cities. First, I start with Washington, D.C., because it is longest and carries more people than the other 2 cities, and using comparing structure. Then I use while structure to combine Los Angeles and Kyoto, only saying the main feature of each city, with Los Angeles is the newest and Kyoto is the smallest. Here is graph 3. Of the 3 newer networks, the Washington, D.C. Underground is the most extensive, with 126 kilometers of route, compared to only 11 kilometers and 28 kilometers for the Kyoto and Los Angeles systems. The Los Angeles network is the newest, having opened in 2001, while the Kyoto network is the smallest and serves only 45 million passengers per year. From this clip, you can see that I don't use lots of difficult words, but I try to vary the use of vocabularies and grammars. Furthermore, I make the outline first to make sure that my essay will be well organized. Step 3. Writing an essay. The table below gives information about the underground railway systems in 6 cities. City: London, Paris, Tokyo, Washington, D.C., Kyoto, Los Angeles. Full essay, Band 9. The table shows data about underground rail networks in 6 major cities. The table compares the 6 networks in terms of their age, size, and the number of people who use them each year. It is clear that the 3 oldest underground systems are larger and serve significantly more passengers than the newer systems. The London Underground is the oldest system, having opened in 1863. It is also the largest system, with 394 kilometers of route. The second largest system in Paris is only about half the size of the London Underground, with 199 kilometers of route. However, it serves more people per year. With only a third in terms of size, the Tokyo system is easily the most used, with 1,927 million passengers per year. Of the 3 newer networks, the Washington, D.C. Underground is the most extensive, with 126 kilometers of route, compared to only 11 kilometers and 28 kilometers for the Kyoto and Los Angeles systems. The Los Angeles network is the newest, having opened in 2001, while the Kyoto network is the smallest and serves only 45 million passengers per year. Hope this clip works for you. You can practice by paraphrasing my essay below. Thanks, and see you in the next clip.